Hello everyone. Before we go, I probably should have said this before we jumped into the instance, but if we won't take a second. Has everyone taken a look over the thing that Vivian made today in M12S2? It is a
Oh no,
cool.
right now.
Yeah, it's speculation, the first mechanic, but I think it's a very good thing that we just attempt to execute then. We'll learn a lot. Gear check and food check too.
Yeah, I just gotta see it more for any of this to make sense.
It's fair. As long as you know where you're roughly going at the start of the mechanic, and then we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Alright, let's focus on getting this down again.
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him what for, champion?
Healers. Tanks left. Melee right. Ranged. Tanks left. Melee right. And then
His arm has a life of its own. Is this the power of the mythical Ligma?
supports are stacking.
Oh no! The gore has latched onto the champion. Don't panic. His arm is slithering out. Oh, that's disgusting.
Stack 2. Back 2. Alpha's look at the boss towers. One is going to 4 and 2 is going to 2. Wait.
Watch out! That is one cruel coil.
Here we go. Okay.
Evaded with a bomb.
Right, act 3. Opposite of where your group is pointing. Clockwise.
Oh dear me, the ring's in pieces.
Let's get ready to bait. Everyone else get in position. Move for spreads.
Hey.
Thank God I have it.
Starting in the top left corner. Forwards. DPS in the cone.
Oh,
Oh dear, the challenger's fallen out of position.
Oh, because of the body. Okay.
Oh no, they've been felled with a vengeance.
Really? What's that?
Oh, they're up! What fighting spirit!
Mortal Slayer is tank healer, melee's tank healer, range. Melee. Tank healer. Ranged.
And they're down. Can they recover from this? And they're back in action. Can
Yeah,
they
close,
turn the
close.
tide?
If a slaughter shadow. Stack towards 2. Knock back, anti-knock back. And then from 2. Sorry, I might need you to call out for me there, Vivian, sorry. Stack 2.
Knockback, right?
Right.
That could the Lindworm's regeneration
over.
be out
Just
of
jump.
control?
It's impossible.
So I think we changed changed the raid plan on the Act 3, or sorry, the post Act 3 spread spots. Do you still want to go east there, Snow, or do you want to go with the raid plan for that?
I think we'll just keep doing what we've been doing, because that's what we do the whole
Okay.
time.
We go again. Let's go. Info? Just waiting on you, sir.
sorry, cat, I broke.
All good.
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him what for, champion.
Healers. Melee. Range tank. Range tank. Melee. Range tank. And again.
His arm has a life of its own. Is this the power of the mythical Lingua?
DPS stack.
Oh no! The gore has latched onto the champion! Don't panic! His arm is slithering out! Oh, that's disgusting!
One. Two alphas will get boss towers. One is going to one, and two is going to three. Wait.
Watch out! That is one cruel coil!
Go. There you go.
Another attack evaded with a form.
I get ready for Act 3. Oh, is it where our groups are? Stay.
Oh dear me, the room's in pieces.
That prison. Everyone go to the bottom of the platform and Zen go middle. Grab spots.
What fighting spirit! And they're back in action.
Okay, everyone's starting to the left of the boss. DPS in the cone. DPS in the cone. Stack middle. With the break spots, and then we are going to odds. Slayer. It's healers. Melee. Ranged right. And tanks left. Melee. Ranged right. Tanks left.
What power? Looks like someone
Pots are
didn't
coming
hold
up with the
it back.
next 2 minutes. Ready for Slaughter Shed. Stack towards 2.
Knockback right.
Pots and 2s. Stack towards 2.
Knockback right.
What the? Could the Lindworm's regeneration be out of control?
Slaughter Shed. Stack for 1.
Left
Dodge left.
safe.
His power continues to run amok. Again and again, he remakes his arm.
Send everything you have.
Yes, you've got the seven and the back tail. Press the advantage and finish it.
Really unfortunate.
Dots, dots, dots.
One less step. One more there. It's all good.
Pay
Oh.
for his crimes.
Just be careful with the spreads in Act 3. We got this. No need to get in your heads. We're doing different. I'm surprised we didn't make that. Unfortunate.
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him what for, champion.
Next left. Healer's right. Melee. Ranged. Healer's right. Melee. Ranged.
His arm has a life of its own. Is this the power of the mythical Lindworm?
DPS stack.
The gore has lashed onto the champion. Don't panic. His arm is slithering out. Oh, that's disgusting.
Two.
Let's get boss towers. One is going to 2, 2 is going to 4. Wait.
Watch out! That is one cruel coil.
Your base is in.
Oh, my bad. I was looking the wrong button.
It's all good. Oh, okay.
The president must pay for his crimes. Give him what for, champion.
Left. Healer's right. Melee. Ranged. Healer's right. Melee. Then ranged.
His arm has a life of its own. Is this the power of the mythical Ligua?
DPS stack.
Oh no! The gore has latched onto the champion. Don't panic. His arm is slithering out. Oh, that's disgusting.
Stack 2. Two alphas will be getting the boss towers. One will go to 2 and 2 will go to 4.
Watch out! That is one cruel coil.
I got that swept up. Can you get?
Once again, they slip beyond their opponent's reach.
At 3. Opposite of our growth. Rotate, rotate.
Oh dear me, the ring's in pieces.
Right, in position. Everyone else get ready to go where you need to go.
I thought we were.
DPS are in the cone. DPS are in the cone. Stack middle. We're going to odds after. Shit. Did you get
Who
Paris?
has been felled with a vengeance?
Ready for Mortal Slayer? Tank healer? Tank
You
healer?
see it's one piece of metal on it. You'll die with that one piece of loot.
Someone put some milk. Tank healer.
Thunder down. Can they
Sorry.
recover from this?
I don't think this is winnable now.
We're still ahead.
Oh, okay, keep going then.
And they're back
Some
in
of them died
action.
autos.
Can they turn the tide?
Spread of 2.
Look safe.
Left then right. Pots for these 2s. Stack on 2. Right, knock back right.
What the?
Back right.
Could the Lindworm's regeneration be out of control?
I have LB3 to spend as well, so just keep hitting LB3 at your discretion. Stack to 2.
Right safe.
His power continues to
Right then,
burn
left.
up. Again and again, he remakes his arms. Yes! Another back tail! Press it! Yes!
Reach that instance. Just having more time in here.
Does the timer not reset when you phase change?
Nope.
Really? Interesting.
The president must pay for his crimes.
This
Give him what
some
more,
tools
champion.
and have fun. I love door bosses for being like incredibly clean at one fight and then at least by the time a tear's done with. Tank healer. Melee. Ranged. Tank healer. Melee. Ranged. Tank healer.
this the power? There's only one?
DPS will stack.
Oh no! The gore has latched onto the champion! Don't panic!
DPS stack.
His arm is slithering out! Oh, that's disgusting!
Back to 2.
What fighting spirit?
Help us get boss towers. 1 will go to 3. 2 will go to 1. Wait.
Watch out! That is one cruel coil!
Go. Leave middle wing.
They slip beyond their opponent's reach.
For Act 3. Or opposite your growth. Stay.
Oh dear me, the ring's in pieces.
Thanks, bait. And then positions. One stack just above Delta. And get ready for curtain call. 2's now. DPS in the cone. Red, and then we're on to evens. Healers, melee, ranged right, tanks left. Melee, ranged right, tanks left. Good plus law shield.
It's just more than anyone else having them.
Spreads at 2. Let's play for
Right side first.
dodging right, and then left after. Pots and 2s are coming up. Stack at 2.
Knockback
Knockback
left.
left.
What the? Could the Lindworm's regeneration be out of control?
Spawn. Stack at 2. Knockback right.
Knockback.
His power
Anti-double.
continues to run amok. Again and again, he remakes his arms.
I think I got the time in time, not what well.
Yes, you've got the 7 and the back tail. Press the advantage and finish it.
My resource run is about to go crazy. I'm gonna do a 9 energy drain opener.
Okay.
Hot.
Speed screw confirmed.
It's pulsating. It's transforming. Snake's alive! It's the birth of a new Lindworm! Alas, the battle isn't over yet. But
Okay,
don't
back there.
despair, champion!
Try to beat with your roll partners. Range with range, goes with moves.
Just go to your corner. And,
Take that.
okay. One inner, one outer. Zen, you're gonna be with. You might as well just turn the boss.
Okay, that line is actually not safe. Behind.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself!
Gonna do the kick and then look where he's facing and go behind him potentially. It's his right foot again. And then it's the 2 big balls. It's gonna be on me and Prosecco.
Try to live.
And they're down! Can they recover from this?
Aging.
Aging.
Oh, they're spawning,
Oh.
rotating clockwise.
Rocks have appeared. What could
It
they
started
possibly
north-south and
be?
rotated clockwise.
Oh, they're tethered to us. Okay.
Oh shit, it's me!
Oh, hello, me.
Again! This bodes
Okay.
Oh, they're showing mechanics on them. There's light
Oh,
party,
Jesus
red,
Christ.
cone, firefall splash. Testing proximity. Oh,
Maybe we have to get hit by the one that the one that's behind us. Or-
well, the clones, the boss clones and our clones, I think, are 2 different things.
yeah.
It looks like there wasn't 8 boss clones.
There was 2 conal boss clones by the looks of it, and a stack that looked like a 4-person stack from what I saw.
And there was spreads too. But we should be trying to figure out this first mechanic anyway. I think it works. The only thing is the lines don't exactly line up. So I think like the close person would be like in the middle here, and the far person would be on this line.
Okay. Close person where Karis is, and the far person where I am.
We could even put markers on these.
Honestly, yeah, we could. We could have like the markers on, like just here.
And yeah, the tethers were interceptable.
So you have to
So I
check.
guess we have full control over who gets what mechanic, which is interesting.
Yeah. For now, I'll just do this with the ABCD markers. I'm sure they'll come in handy later. Okay. So just try to get more information on the first one.
Yeah.
So it looks like you just essentially.
Resource run does go pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, if anyone wants to take another look at the raid plan for that, now that we've actually seen it again, I'm gonna take another look myself for the second part.
I'm gonna wiggle check. I will be doing bongos every 5 minutes if we tap up.
So are we thinking that the fire proximity damage thing is a partner share, or
Yes.
Everything is a
Yeah.
partner share by the looks of it.
Well,
okay.
the darkness ones are spreads. There's just two
Oh,
of
sorry.
them.
Yeah, true.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so basically you have to like see what clone hits you, and then bait the opposite in the second set, essentially.
Yeah.
Oh, I
the
think I'm
second
looking at the
set-
wrong raid plan. Okay, sorry.
Yeah, there's
That
a new
makes more
one.
sense.
The second side is
Yeah.
the one that's confusing to me, but I think
So I
Julian
will.
made a pretty easy way to determine who goes where.
Yeah, sorry, I put it in M12S 2 strats, and also actually just forward it into there.
Thank you.
This is, as of the moment, what we believe.
These markers work really well for this.
So how do
Yeah,
you
the
tell
only
me-
thing with the raid plan is where it shows the people standing on the inner line, it looks like that actually is not safe.
Yeah,
Oh
I'm
no,
pretty
I was
sure.
standing on the wrong line actually, I think. No, maybe this is the one. No, it isn't. Random.
I would say it should be safe because those are very close
Yeah.
to the exact size of the cones that we had.
Yeah, I was up here, which is too far.
There are people.
So it's these markers in the next line back.
Yeah, so one person will stand on the middle of the 4 marker, and one person will stand a line on the outside, etc., etc. That way you'll get. You'll be slightly in on the 4 marker. Or 1 marker, 2 marker, 3 marker, they're all in the same spots.
So did we want to change when the ad split, which ad we go to? Because I mean, what I put on the raid plan is just like the first thing I came up with, but we can change it.
I think it's good to get more info on how exactly they dash. And if it's consistent, we can make it really, really easy.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the split, not
Yeah.
the dash. You have to know your ad before the dash.
I mean, if they went to a consistent spot, you wouldn't. Like, if there was always one of each debuff towards the middle, you could just have.
I don't understand how to find what clone we swapped to. So, the clones that do darkness if you get hit by fire or nothing in the first set, you'll go to the you'll go to one of the split up clones that does darkness.
So
Oh, okay. You mean like the priority, right? Okay. Sorry.
So instead of going to our clones, shouldn't we be going to the clones? Or sorry, instead of pre-positioning at our clones after, should we pre-position at the clones of the ones of the opposite debuff, and then get ready to follow them? Or
Yes. Into preposition. Yeah, you're prepositioning at the clone that you're gonna bait second, basically, and then you're just gonna follow the clone where it goes until we can figure out if there's any like logical pattern to the way they dash or whatever. But we just need more info, so let's get some more pulls in. I think. See what we can do.
And just make sure you decide with your partner which one is on the marker and comes out. Lucky.
Alas, the battle isn't over yet. But don't despair, champion.
That's your spots.
imagine this can't be fake too.
Behind. And try to pre-position.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself!
For your clone dashes too.
Okay. I was
Info.
right.
Watch his facing. And then I'm gonna die.
It might just always be front after that.
What do you mean by that?
The second kick. We've only seen front, right? Or
Yeah.
oh, wait, sorry, you're talking about you.
I know, I was talking about what you said.
Which one?
Yeah, I think we've only seen it front. He does like do a little glow, so it could be different, but we've only seen front.
Fast mechanics, so it sounds like
I'll try to remember which way the ads
Alas,
are
the battle isn't over
leaving
yet. But don't despair,
and which
champion!
line they're on, which should help the dodge after.
Get to your spots.
Behind.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself!
So big.
Alas, the battle isn't over yet. But don't despair, champion.
Get ready in your spots.
Lines and cleaves are north-south.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself.
Leaves are north south.
Cleaves are north-south.
Extras.
Who knew they'd been felled with a vengeance?
Sorry. I'm looking at the raid plan. I'm trying. Sorry, I'm somewhere it looks like I missed something. So I know we think that the fire stacks are proximity baited. Do we think the dark are like furthest player, or
We think everything is closest.
Closest.
So the dark is too closest. Which is why these spots
so-
are the way they are with one person in the pair out and one in.
That's weird because there was one followed a clone a couple of pulls back that was supposed to be dark, and I was like right under it and I didn't get hit by it. So I'm trying to maybe I was under the wrong clone, but I'll see if I can grab a video of it as well. But yeah, we can go again.
I'm thinking dark. From everything I've seen with dark seems to be closest baited, but yeah, if you have a video of the contrary, then at some point that'd be good.
Yeah.
But let's,
I could be wrong.
So far, every pull, it has been the alternating, like, slam magic. So that could make stuff easier. for
Wait, so
Yeah.
like north and south are magic, and then east and west are slam. Is that what you mean?
No.
Oh.
They form an
Kinda like
inner
a-
cardinal line going from like southwest to northeast, and in that line, two close ones are.
Yeah, like when they
so
split and
magic.
dash.
Oh, okay, I follow.
So I think if that is true, we could change the starting position so that pinks and melees are opposite each other. That way they would never bait. They would never both have a spread.
Yeah, so we put melee at 4 and then ranged at 3. Yeah, I'm down to give that a go and see if we end up with the same stuff.
And then we could just have the melees always be towards the center and the ranged always out. Whichever adders loves their debuff.
This is an assumption right now, but we will roll with this until it doesn't work. Yeah, work.
Makes sense.
Sorry, I did that backwards. It should be melee start at 4. Ranged at 3. I'm actually stupid.
Guess you just have to try to remember, if the cleaves are north-south, you want to be east and west of your clone, and if they're east-west, you want to be north-south of your clone.
Okay.
Or
So support are doing nothing different. DPS are.
Well, we sort of are
Oh,
doing something different because we aren't picking
Oh,
up
yeah, we're
one and
nev-
following it. We are, as healers, always taking an outer one.
Yeah,
and
we're always
tanks
taking
are
the
always
outer
taking an
opposite.
inner one.
Yeah, that makes sense actually. So the clones are way more fixed now, essentially, as well, which is probably better. You know which clone you're getting every time.
Sounds good.
God, I had. Just type as I'm gonna hit up before I hit enter. Ruined everything. so.
Alas, the battle isn't over yet. But don't despair, champion.
They win the start spot for me. Wait, we've got the entire raid wide for us, which is. Two bait spots.
And to be behind, and then an east-west.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself. Who knew they've been felled with a vengeance? And they're down. Can they recover from this?
I got people there. Stop curiosity.
I was just stacked on.
Yeah, so if you have nothing, you assume you're getting
Spread.
Yeah, because there will always be 4 dark vulns, so if you have nothing, you basically have a fire vuln.
Yeah. It's also just you see where the 2 darks hit, and if you have nothing, you're fire. I've just been watching the arena because you have to watch for where you're gonna split anyway. It's like that pull. Nate and I had nothing, and then the stack was on 2, and then 1-4 was dark. That's why I called east-west. So basically, it already solves that Nate and I are acting as fire.
Well, the nothings are just always acting as fire no matter what. That never changes.
Yeah.
So nothings and fire do the same thing. Darks do the same thing.
Yes. Darks should. There should always be 4 darks because there's going to be the two AoEs.
Yeah. Okay.
Alas, the battle isn't over yet. But don't despair, champion.
Bots for baiting.
Behind. It'll be north-south, north
The Lindworm is creating more of itself.
and see which way the cloak will go through.
Info?
With it.
And they're down. Can they recover from this?
The tanks could possibly take those orbs like north, so that we can.
Well, they should
Yeah.
dodge into the kick.
Yeah, true. Actually, the tanks can dodge into the kick with that.
Some curious props have appeared. What could they possibly be?
So,
Again, they've taken on the champion's ball.
My clone's spawned in a different spot.
Probably-
though, so that's-
probably want like me and Rog on the defamations because we're our corners. We're
There's
over-
two light
Six
party
boss
stacks.
cones. Oh, you can grab multiple. Is that like everything?
There's 2 cones, 2 stacks of 4 by the looks of it, and
Firefly Splash looks like he jumps on the furthest person and then does 4 Proteans.
okay.
Oh, maybe not 4. It's actually hard to see.
The tethers were also telegraphs because they didn't resolve,
Yeah.
but they were also like 4-site telegraphs, I guess.
What was you said? Zen, you said something. Oh, couldn't hear you properly, sorry.
Yeah, I'm also really struggling to see just the initial.
It's
which
also
one's
that
which
one
initially.
was weird. Like Rog had said, Yumi and I think we're both under a dark clone and neither of us got a spread.
Yeah. I wonder how that's working.
I think we can just
Which is
get
actually
everything.
kind of fortunate because we would have killed each other because we were standing on top of each other.
Yeah. I think try and get more pulls in and see as much as we can of the first 2 mechanics. Because
I think there's gotta
What
be a way to
happened
do
on
it.
Karis and I didn't bait something close that we should have done. Oh, unless we just weren't under a dark.
You guys were under a wind clone.
Ah, makes sense. Okay, so we just
Yeah,
weren't
it was
there.
Nate and I were at 2, so you guys should have been at 4. You guys were there was a wind clone at 3, and you guys were standing here.
Right. Okay. So it's either always going to be like everyone baiting on even intercard, or everyone's baiting on odd intercard.
Yes, the clones that are doing spreads and stacks form a line, and the ones that are doing cones form a line.
Okay, so in that case, then we can probably call out evens or odds. Maybe.
Yeah.
Well,
that'd be-
It's also
Also, you have to watch. it,
it's
but
mainly for the range because the melees are either north, south, or east, west, like near the boss's box.
Yeah, but it's still worth calling out like odds or evens. So like if we call out odds, all the baited clones are on 1 through on the line between 1 and 3, etc.
Oh yeah. I see what you mean.
Just calling that out will help make sure that we're in the right spots and not watching and stuff. Okay, I mean we still have to be watching anyway, but like it's a good help while people are still struggling to read it, because I definitely am. Just need to get more reps in and try and read.
Let's stop it in boss.
I've seen a
Yeah.
couple.
I'm getting a lot of tech in the last room. I'm gonna restart my router after this lockout.
And 8 spots.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself!
I think I might have seen this. Just put this pattern.
I definitely walked back in, my bad person.
Remember to dodge, watch his facing.
Who knew they'd be
He's scared
found
of me.
with a vengeance? And they're
So,
down. Can they
I
recover
think
from this?
we might be able to tell which one's fire ahead of time. Potentially.
Well, the fire
Um,
one jumps at a person and changes its facing, so it's very obvious which one is the fire when it's splitting.
Sorry, I mean before the first cast.
Oh?
I might be wrong, but I think I'm gonna take a look at it again. But I think that the fire one was facing. One of them was facing a different directions than the other ones. I think at the very beginning.
Well, they change their facing after they jump. Because when they do the
Right.
fire AoE, they jump at the closest person.
Right, but I mean, one was when they all spawned initially. They were
I'm
one of
pretty
them was
sure
facing
they're all
differently,
looking
so I just want to
south.
see if. Well, I'm taking. I guess.
Just go see it and
I
pull.
think I hit with my magic
You
on
might
the
be right.
first one. It is 2 spreads, but we might not be baiting them properly. It's make sure one person is on the marker and one person is on this line further out. Those spots are important.
Yeah, only one of you is gonna get hit
You're right.
because there's only one that goes out, or 2 ones to go out. Essentially, if one's here, if one's at south, for example, or like on the C marker-ish, right, then like it's gonna hit the person on 3 and the person on 4. Because they're the closest players. It's like the people on the markers are the ones being the mechanic. Well, that's the
It
point.
is.
It is.
Yeah.
So you will always stay with Vivian.
Yeah, even if you don't get one, you're still gonna be with me.
It's okay if both people get hit by the spread together because we have enough people still to resolve the second set, even with 4 vulns.
So make sure you have one person on the inner marker and then one person on the first line on the outside. It's a very important position to stand. I've noticed the tanks as well also stacking together on it, and that will eventually probably accidentally bait 2
Yeah.
onto you guys, so make sure you're doing the spread properly. If everyone wants to talk now with their partners just to make sure that we know who as well is standing on the marker and who is standing behind them.
Adam, you can get in his
I
face.
ask the
He does not
battle
care.
isn't over yet, but don't despair, champion.
I like bosses that don't give a shit until you hit them.
So nonchalant.
You get to your spots, betas on the markers, non-betas behind them.
Behind.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself.
Someone's gonna have to stop. They're really big.
They do the same as the first
And
clones.
they're down. Can they recover from this?
I'm just like, it's the
Don't you dare.
They're up. What fighting spirit?
Yeah, they'll wall, please. We can still get info.
Some curious props have appeared. What could they possibly be?
Those sides and insides, yeah.
Again, they've taken on the champion's form. This bodes ill.
The thing I'm confused about here is the boss tethers onto someone late and then jumps on them.
He's casting
if
it
he is
here.
there.
Firefall splash. Oh, he's jumping to the person it's tethered to, not. Okay, I see what you mean.
Okay, yeah. Last pull it was invisible, so I was confused.
And then the
Sorry,
He
defamation
jumps
go
that
off.
person. He jumps that person, and then the cones come from him. The two single things are defamations, which do a knockback, which will push off the arena. And then we have the two people stack. So we want the cones to face out the defamations.
I don't think
Or
he
no,
can do
or those
center
are
if those are
cone.
defamations. Those are pretty
Well,
big.
there's also two light party stacks. Okay.
But those didn't go off yet, I don't think. The tethers
Yeah,
were still
so-
there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think there's room to keep him center. We probably have to like bring him opposite a direction from where the defamations are resolving.
You can go ahead and pull him. Just gonna put notes down for that.
It's not which clones they're coming from, it's just which way they're pointing them. The north-south clones can point their clones, or their cones, oh my god, east, west, or north-south.
Our clones haven't done anything yet, right? None of our clones
No.
will mimic. Our clones will like mimic all our mechanics that we resolve.
That would make sense, because we are choosing who gets to do
Bait
everything.
spots. I think it's your bait spots. Yeah, that was what's
Yeah.
gonna happen. You guys need to
Yeah.
actually do the bait properly.
It was side cleaves.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself.
So beat up, wind up north-south with a wind clean.
Do the tanks know which one's going out and which one's on the marker?
Yeah. Can you guys discuss, just see? One of you will need
It was
to.
outside, so I just stood on the marker at that time.
One of you needs to take a step out.
Yeah, someone has to be on the slide past the marker.
Yeah, I think
It should be
Or are you
consistent.
talking about us? Or melee?
No, the tanks. The tanks. The tanks
Oh,
have baited both things and killed each other.
Gotcha.
You guys just double check and pick someone who's doing the thingy.
Yeah, I'm just gonna stay on the marker.
Cool.
Okay, so prison is going up.
Alas, the battle isn't over yet. Don't despair, champion.
You don't have to go all the way out, prison. It's just this line right here past the marker.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
Spots.
You are too far out.
Behind. The clones are cleaving east-west.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself.
Head up north-south with their wind clone. Yo, Nate and I got this on lockdown.
I still have no idea where to go for that second part.
You
Oh, he's
watch
facing
what-
the same way.
Let's see. I feel like this might be another tight puzzle mechanic, depending on how these
And the attack
clones
in
spawn.
action. Can they turn the tide?
I think you might be right about them hitting our attacks though.
What
so
could they
we'll have to be
possibly
careful
be?
Who gets what?
Yeah, them going in clockwise could be something. Actually, yeah, they do spawn clockwise, so maybe it's not like all at once.
This bodes ill.
I have the bus tether.
I currently have a like party tower.
Defamation.
Defamations go out.
That defamation is huge.
Can they
Yeah.
recover from this?
And it goes off at the same time as the boss jump and Proteus, so we have to do those on opposite sides.
So are we putting the boss jump north?
Yeah, I mean, we could just do it true north. Because it tethers to a person then jumps to them.
4.
It looked like
Yeah.
4, yeah.
It's 4 in like an X, like into Cardinals, I believe.
I assume.
So essentially, if we like bait the boss to jump towards Alpha.
No, they're definitely baited. They're
Oh, they baited. Oh,
people.
sorry. Oh yeah, no, they are because I keep reading it. No, you're right. You're right. So we have the
Yeah,
defamations go south, the boss go north with the cleave.
It probably has to be people that aren't the defense.
The-
It would have to be the light party and cone people.
Like party and cone bait the boss, and then defams go south. Was there only a single defam?
There's 2.
Just blind. So the 2 for defams go like southeast and south. It could be southeast, southwest.
There's one leftover person that doesn't get anything though, right? Because there's 6 clones, the boss, and that's it.
Yeah, so there will be someone who doesn't do anything. I'm imagining it'll probably end up being based on like the position of your clones, what you end up doing, right? Like,
Yeah, because if they are repeating our mechanics later, we have to take the tether that will like resolve our mechanic properly when our clone repeats it, you know?
my clone has always been east so
My
far.
clone
I'm
has spawned
pretty
in a
sure.
different spot every single time.
But I'm wondering if there is like a fixed spot. I don't know, maybe probably not.
My clone,
Probably.
first one was northeast, then east, then like northwest, then south.
Yeah, so the boss jumps. The cones seem distance baited. I thought it was from the clone, but I had a clone, and I did not get one. So you probably want the non-defam people baiting it,
Yeah.
which gives a 3-second magic form.
Does the defamation also give a magic form?
Everyone knows the spots stand for the first mechanic, by the way, for the first half. So... Jeez.
Okay. Yeah, so the defam people probably can't also do the protean then.
Yeah, the defense.
Um,
Jump around, by the way.
We-
We moved an instance.
yeah, make sure you do. I'm thinking.
We haven't even seen the light parties go off yet, so I don't think we
I
can.
was about to say we might. I think the clones come later. It looks like everything in this first part is based on where the boss jumps because no one is getting what their clone does. So you may just have to take the tether for what your clone does later. So we'll have to come up with a separate plan to try to get past the first part of the mechanic.
Yeah, I would imagine they go out in a similar timing. So we'll have to make sure like probably defamations will have to be the two clones that are opposite, or two clones that are opposite of each other.
Yeah,
Is
it
what
just
I would imagine. But we'll have to see.
yeah.
I think for now, yeah, like don't even worry about the clones. Just think about resolving the boss clone mechanics.
Yeah. Okay, let's get more pulls then. So.
Snow is AFK.
Oh, oops.
Hopefully not AFK long enough to time out. That would be really sad.
Sorry, I'm trying not to just be like a complete dumbass here, but in okay, so for the first mechanic, the second half of the first mechanic, if I'm say fire, right? How do I know which of the shadow initial ones I'm going to?
You're gonna
Is that
go to the
what
one
you're
that-
saying when you're saying. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna go to the one that ends on the inside because we want melees to be in melee range.
Right. But sorry. What I mean is, which of the initial clones should I be looking at? Is it just Snow's looking at the north and west, and I'm looking at the south and east priority, or?
You guys are gonna go to the
because-
same one at the end.
Oh, okay, all right.
All like roles will stay together, so the healers will resolve the entire mechanic together, etc., etc.
Okay, all right.
Because you'll be baiting the opposite of your first debuff anyway, and you'll both have the same first debuff. So.
Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Sorry, I was trying. I missed a part when we were talking about that earlier, and I just wanted to make sure that makes sense. Thank you.
Just to quickly go over it. Actually, no. Well, let's pull again. Let's pull again. And see what we can see. Yeah. We are ready. CD10.
Alas, the battle isn't over yet. But don't despair, champion.
Macrocosmos.
Really does damage.
Behind, clones are shooting east-west. They lined up north-south with the wind clone.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself.
Mechanics uneven.
Over here, Yumi.
Mechanics aren't even.
Check the aggro's great spacing behind them.
Can they turn the tide?
Thanks.
Range grab defamation, healers grab light party, melees grab cones, main tank grab boss.
Some curious props have appeared. What could they possibly be? Again, they've taken on the champion's form. This bodes ill.
Oh, sorry. I just...
Items north.
Oh no, they've been felled with a vengeance.
Okay.
Stack is just
Light
one
party.
Snaky kick behind. Stacks and cones went off at the same time, it looks like.
And they're down. Can they recover from this?
Come on, let me see these clones.
The enactment.
Here it is.
This is exactly what we think, I think.
Another
Oh.
raft far. People try to bait far if you can.
Let's run furthest.
Yeah, no, there's a stack on me.
And now they're all going off again. Those are the defamations.
Okay,
Okay.
that was really good info.
Yeah, that was a really good pull.
That's so fucking cool.
It's an insanely cool mechanic. Jesus Christ. It's also like really fucked for a savage mech, but whatever.
Reverse engineering T.
So we have to have people grab tethers based on where their clone spawns.
This genuinely might be everyone makes 8 echo macros and you press the 1 for your fucking spot and it tells
Yeah.
you what to do.
Yeah,
That's how I
I
was
think
saying.
you're
This
right.
it seems like a puzzle mech with us having clones.
Yeah, like honestly, if we can figure out what like each spot does, essentially like north south, for example, if north south got death rams, then like you would just
It's
we could
kind
just
of like the way PF does Dynamis Sigma, where you look at your marker and go based on that.
yeah. Okay. Do we want to continue to try what we've done so far and see if we can? We're gonna have. Okay. The
Yeah,
problem is
I
this.
mean, I think getting info right now is good, and we
Yeah,
still.
we can,
Yeah, we're gonna have to
Yeah,
actually
still
sit
do
down and
cleanup.
properly.
Yeah, I'm like still unable to read where these clones are jumping to, so I need reps on the
Yeah,
first mechanic of the build.
Yeah, let's just keep getting a bunch
Maybe
of
we
reps
can-
on the first mech, and see if we can figure out some sort of like way the first mech works. That's prior. If you can see, with all the information we're getting, we'll be able to figure out priorities for both. I mean, I'm imagining there's not that many patterns for the first one. To be honest, it's probably an easy way to tell that we're just missing so far. So we can Zen, come. We're all on the wall.
Sorry, Cat. Alright, get down. Get down.
Okay, let's get some more reps into the first mech, and
Alas, isn't over yet. But don't despair, champion.
let's also keep seeing the second mech if we can, so that we can get as many pieces of footage of it as possible, and then on break we can solve as much as possible. Prism, you want to be stood here, by the way. Okay, spots for baiting.
Alright.
North south be east west of a wind cone.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself.
Mechanics are on evens.
Southwest, Chris.
Thunder down. Can they recover from this?
I'm starting to be able to read that.
Yeah,
I think
the
it's-
melee should have been.
yeah, I'm really struggling to.
They alternate, so like, yeah. Okay, keep going. More ups. I think if like the fire one jumps from north, the south one is the one.
Alas, the battle isn't over. But don't despair.
I'm gonna try and get a few good point of views of what I'm looking at, and then I can go over a bunch of stuff on break and stuff.
Yeah, there's a lot going on there, so
Don't feel bad on your legs.
also watch the arena, watch everyone, and
spots.
watch for the wind plume.
To get bait spots.
Behind,
You have to be like on the actual spot there.
it'll be a north and south swap,
The Lindworm is creating more
and
of
then
itself.
north and south of wind plumes. Mechanics are on odds, north south of wind plumes. Or spread, that was my bad, Nate. Okay, yeah, I get that.
In the callouts, they made it way harder for me to follow, honestly.
It made it easier for me.
They've been
Did Zen take the stack on their own though?
There's
Oh,
like-
it was just damage actually, because it was 108k when Zen was getting autoed.
Oh,
The autos do a lot of damage.
yeah, okay. Can I make sure Zen's top there? Oh, good. I wasn't sure if it was like a solo stack. I saw Prism running in circles, so I wasn't sure if they got snapshotted.
We should be fine though.
Alas, the battle isn't over yet. But don't despair, champion. The Lindworm is creating more of itself.
Mechanics on evens. Stay alive.
Who knew they'd been felled with a vengeance?
What to die here? So I was-
What fighting spirit!
Wasn't Zen?
Some curious props have appeared. What could they possibly be? Again, they've taken on the champion's form. This bodes ill.
Okay.
Yeah, I think there's 3. We'll try this. I think there's 3 of these.
And they're down. Can they recover from this?
Stack with me? Oh, we both have it.
For Yumi Mie for herself right now.
Alright, keep stealing your cone there, so try to find a different one.
Another off near.
Oh, interesting, okay. Wow.
Okay, okay, you did.
A serious case. Boo here.
What if defamation has to go, they have to go opposite of each other, so like maybe like C and A on
I
the
think-
walls, and then the cone baits have to be on the outside wall, maybe.
You mean for the replication part, or for when we're resolving the mechanics initially?
The initial resolve, right? Because the cones are from the tethers, right? They're not actually proximity, or
There's two different kinds of cones, it looks like. There's 4 that come from the boss, and then it's like P1, where you point out. It's like that again, but on 2 people.
okay. Never mind.
Yeah, so there's the mana bursts that come from the clones. I'm getting hit with 1, but I'm watching Nate, and there's 2 going to Nate. But I'm trying to really see. I was thinking maybe it's distance baited from the boss, but then Snow didn't get one, so I have no idea.
That would make some sense because there's a person doing nothing. So it would make sense that they have to bait some.
Oh, yeah, the nothing person just gets a
The nothing
baited
person
definition.
baits the defamation, yeah.
Most definitely, the spreads are distance baited when he jumps.
So in that case then, would it not just be like 1 defamation Charlie, 1 defamation Delta, 1 defamation Beta, and then the boss goes to Alpha, everyone resolves the cones around Alpha to avoid the
Yeah.
defamation
And it
players?
would probably be the person with
Maybe.
no tether would go south to
The
be
person
furthest.
with no tether would have to position between. It's like if the ads were at, what were they in that poll, like 2B or 2-4, the
Yeah.
non-person had to be at like 3 or something. That's the only other thing I can think of.
Longshore Snow getting hit by 1 def and not 3. He was so much in between. So we could like... If you go to the wall... That's... Did we...
Oh yeah, that's what I was saying. I had Nate was back here, so I moved over. But I think Nate was closer. Or
Are we talking about the same mechanic?
When you say clone, sorry. When you say clone, you're talking... Okay, but they don't do... I'm not sure they do anything until later.
We did also see when he casted reenactment later, they did repeat the defamations.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, if there is a defamation on the person who doesn't have anything, then could we designate one person to always have their clone be true north, or have their clone be north, and we can operate the
Probably
mechanics
not
off of
because
that,
we don't
maybe?
we don't choose where the clones spawn unless they're being baited in a way
Right.
that I'm not understanding.
But what I'm saying is we choose that person's clone to always be north, and then base the mechanics off of them not having any tethers, so that way they get the
I
defamation.
feel like that...
the clone
I feel like
defamation.
this is a mechanic you can just do true north, though. Like...
Right.
Because
Oh,
essentially you're doing the
yeah.
entire mechanic true north, and you just based on where your clone is, you do a different mechanic.
It would just be the person whose clone is south doesn't grab a
Yeah.
tether.
Yeah, so if your clone is south, you don't grab a tether. Like, but we're for now, we'll...
Yeah, I mean we're gonna have to figure that out.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do like a...
instance.
Yeah, like, we need to do a preliminary planning for that. Let's get some more pulls in, get some more reps in on the first mech, and yeah, we just need as much footage as possible to go over and try and solve both. A better way of solving. Also, I've noticed, by the way, I understand how Valvivian's saying if the cones are coming from Alpha Charlie, you're going to be watching the Delta Beta clones at the start for the split clones. So like so say Alpha Charlie is the cone clones and Delta is the fire clone. Delta will jump to either 1, 2, 3, 4, and Beta will be the magic clone. So if you get hit by the Delta clone, you're going to be watching the Beta clone and seeing where that one splits and then goes to. If you get hit by nothing, you're also watching the Beta clone in that case. And then, like, if you get hit by the darkness, you're just watching the clone that's on an intercardinal to see where that one splits and goes to.
yeah, it's hard to word.
I can,
And,
like...
I don't really know how to call it. It's just I just watch the arena. If there's two fires on the west side, and then the purple is on like 2, I know I'm going east-west. You're either going east-west or north-south.
Well, so what I'm gonna do is get a couple more polls in, and then I'll have a bunch of clips to just watch and go over what is my thought processes to help people kind of. But yeah, I think we when we ready, Chair, yeah, and we just see more.
Alas, the battle isn't over yet. But don't despair, champion.
Go to your bait spots. We'll be watching the north-south ones.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself.
Odds.
Okay. Need to watch that better.
Yeah, I'm very. I can read that mechanic.
I just like subconsciously bug out the wind plume.
And they're down. Can they recover from this?
Pressing well.
It's not the bottom end for us. Good damage pot.
Some curious props have appeared. What could they possibly be? Again, they've taken on the champion's form. This bodes ill.
So Nate and I just below Bravo, the extra person, be on like Charlie. Bravo Delta.
Oh no, they've been felled with a vengeance.
Behind.
The idea of what happens with near and far here. We've seen one of each.
Tanks far.
Oh, is it?
Oh.
Is it the he repeats the jump on?
The furthest player or the nearest
Near
player?
far.
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
Mm.
We can test that again.
Are we sure it's not
No,
a reenactment on?
No, yeah, it might be a reenactment of the same actually, because it.
Yeah,
it
that was a
goes as
reenactment. The first time it happened, I'm pretty sure it was Farbusters. No, him jumping was just a reenactment.
Oh, so never near, never far, it's just busters.
Was that not the actual boss though?
I think far is like the P4 Phase 2 Busters.
I'm just saying
I
when
think
when
it
he
tells
jumped,
tanks where to go.
when he jumped, it was the actual boss jumping and not a clone spawned by the
But the
replication.
reenactment?
Yeah, that's the reenactment though. He jumped and then did the 4 cones. It was the actual boss that jumped, yes.
But if it was a reenactment,
I
it would
was-
be coming from our clone, right?
Well, in the reenactment, when the boss jumped, I was still hitting the actual boss north
Oh, okay.
when I
Okay,
died.
yeah, it was a separate boss that spawned in. But yes, it was a reenactment.
So again, I have some really good footage of how I like read the first mechanic now, so I can go over it and get everyone on the same page with it. Will I ask you? We have like 10-ish minutes till break. Do we want to continue with the instance, or do you think it's worth taking a break soon after a couple more pulls of information to actually solve the mechanic? My only worry with going to the lockout. Yeah. My only worry going to the lockout is like that mechanic that we're seeing and we are going to is just we can sort of figure it out on the fly, but
We need to figure out the proper position so Nate stops dying.
yeah, that's true.
I think Nate and I need to be like south of Bravo and Delta, and the other person needs to be like around here, like slightly below Charlie.
Person with the,
Because
so
we
if your
don't
clone
know
is
if it's like distance baited or what.
yeah, if your clone is south, do not take a tether.
Well, the way we're doing it right now, it should just be Prism.
Oh, okay. Yeah, prism for then do not. Yeah. Continue rolling.
Prism would be taking
Alright,
no
like-
Souther and going south of
It could be Nate's like actual clone that he's tethered to.
Bait spots.
Behind.
Behind.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself!
Mechanics on evens.
Son.
Whoever's top in aggro is gonna have to south.
Fine.
Behind.
What fighting spirit!
Prism Vivian.
Some curious props of they possibly be. Again, they've taken on the champion's form. This bodes ill.
Oh, sorry.
Alright, bait.
Under down. Can they
Good
recover
by
from this?
2 Nate, or is that the
Behind.
Okay. Okay, that works then.
And they're back in action. Can they turn the tide?
Reenactment one was in.
Spots.
It's going to be far, so it's tanks far, and then it's also going to be these cones first.
I've got a serious case of deja vu.
And it looks like when the stack happens on the clone, if no one is in it, it's like a tower. It just blows up.
I think I have a solve for this book, but I cannot explain it. I'm gonna have to raid on it. There's just no universe.
I wouldn't even try to explain it, honestly.
Yeah,
It's not a good use of our time right now, yeah.
no, it's not at all. Let's just keep going.
I'd focus on cleaning up the first mech.
Yeah, let's just keep getting reps of the first mech in until the lockout ends, and then we can take a break and. Yeah. So, if anyone has any questions about the first mech, by the way, I can probably pull up a stream while we're in instance, just making sure that we all check. Bait spots.
Behind.
lindworm is creating more of itself!
North or south of your clone. Mechanics on evens.
The north-south cone call, I'll just bait it.
I mean, you're a melee, your range, you should always be on the outside.
And they're
Safe
down. Can they recover from this?
No, but I went to the east of my clone instead of the south of my clone because I heard north-south cones
Can
instead
they
of
turn
clone.
the tide? Huh, they're up! What fighting spirit!
That's not what I'm on this game anymore.
That also means, it also means Nate and I resolve on the north, you guys resolve on the south.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's either west or east, depending on which side the mechanics happen on.
I have been in like basically every single spot for my clone. I think we are going to have to do the mechanic based on where the clones spawn, and that
There's no
it
other
is
way to
just
do that.
random.
You'll have to basically look where. So the way for that mechanic, the best way to start is go if your clone spawns at 3, for example, go to the boss's hitbox at like in front of your clone. Is the best way to start. Yeah, it is genuinely going to be like you can make echo macros. If you make genuinely 8 echo macros, you're gonna have an easy time.
It's really chaotic right now, but like once we have a solution for this, this will not be hard, I promise.
Yeah. You will literally have a fix. It's like crystallized time, right? Like you will just not crystallized time. Whatever.
It's like any mechanic where you have to know multiple spots. Like even the
Yeah.
tether mechanic from M11, it's just that, but instead of your spot being assigned by like what you're tethered to, it's where your clone is.
Yeah. You essentially look like you have like a flowchart the moment you know your clone. Anyway, let's So I think your call out is fine. I just need to ignore it because it baited me. That's all I was saying. I was like, I just need to. It's helping other people. Definitely keep calling it out. I just need to tune out.
Alas, the battle isn't over yet. But don't despair, champion.
I'll also update my raid plan during break, since we know that pattern's consistent.
It's spots. Behind.
The lindworm is creating more of itself.
Mechanics on even. Buster, watch his facing.
You just
Watch facing. And second aggro out.
And they're back in action. Can they turn the tide?
Pressing Nate.
Well, you know, I think I was originally second aggro, but then I went out for so long that I became not second aggro.
Pressing's down.
Probably.
Huh, they're up.
Yeah, I
What
was
fighting
definitely not
spirit?
second aggro, but I got it.
I'll hit and then once
Some
people out.
curious props have appeared. What could they possibly be? heads! They've taken on the champion's form! This bodes ill!
What we're supposed to grab for now? Okay.
Who knew they've been felled with a
Anything to
vengeance?
stuck with.
Bye.
First. Thanks, Far.
I've got a serious case of deja vu here.
Okay. That's fine.
The only restriction I see is they want the cones and the defams to go off together. Or, you know, like cone, defam and stack.
The clones spawn, or they go off in the same order they spawned in, and every time they've spawned north-south and then gone clockwise.
Yeah. So like there is a fixed order, which is very nice. Like, fuck.
But if he does this again later, we should watch how the clones spawn, and
Yeah.
because like before they even become tethered to us, they spawn in a specific order.
Would anyone like me to go over the first mechanic at all right now, or do we just want to keep getting pulls in?
We should keep getting pulls in.
Yeah, I think I might ask a little bit during or in between instances.
Oh yeah, no, don't worry. I'm going over everything with the first mechanic between instances 100%. Like,
Cool.
it's
I'm starting to get it. It's just kind of becoming. It's still a little bit difficult for me to see which one's which at first. but I
Yeah.
think I'm getting there.
That's fair. Yeah, what I'm going over is like I understand if people understand how it works. I'm going over like how I read it because I think I have a very, very solid way of like reading the mechanics that makes it really simple to like, follow.
Nice.
I think a key thing to remember, you'll always be in the middle, and you just have to keep in mind if it be north or east or west, or north or south or east or west of your cone, depending on what the first wind things do. It's hard to put into words, but I can diagram it out better during our break.
Let's go for.
Alas, the battle isn't over yet. But don't despair, champion!
Eight spots. Behind.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself!
Let's take the time. Let's try.
They're up! What fighting spirit! And they're back in action. Can they turn the tide? Some curious
I drop him,
props have
like,
appeared. What could
between
they
1 and
possibly
2.
be?
I wouldn't go all the way to the wall.
Stand at alpha if you're baiting the boss.
Again, they've taken on the champion's form. This bodes ill.
If you're baiting a clone, watch the cast bar here and then move in. Give him like a second. Go. And then try to stack with your
Can
healers.
they recover from this?
Behind. Zoom. Maybe Nate, hold this if you can.
Yeah, hold this first.
Yeah, it won't work for all of you.
It's gonna be stack on the nose.
I've got a serious case of deja vu here.
Hard to time that rose, to be fair, because
Yeah.
that's exploding.
I think you could do it like as the first thing goes off and the thing might, the implement might last through.
Yeah.
Yeah, right now we are just trying to do the first part as rolls. It obviously doesn't work though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For what it is worth, I am almost certain I have a solve for this mechanic already.
The main thing is
We're
we'll
just trying
one.
to get
Yeah. I could be wrong.
Alas, the battle isn't over yet. But don't despair, champion. The Lindworm is creating more of itself.
Second and aggro is Rod right now. Facing. It's not the things.
What fighting spirit!
Find another one.
And they're back in action. Can they turn the tide? Some curious props have appeared. What could they possibly be? Again, they've taken on the champion's form. This bodes ill. Oh no, they've been felled.
I need
with a
people to stack with
vengeance.
me.
And then, can they recover from this?
Yeah, if you're a DPS with a cone, like one of the melees, make sure you're just staying in the stack and pointing it out. You don't have to like run around.
Yeah, I realized I was in the wrong stack, so I went over to the Yumi stack, I guess. But I did also leave it.
Yeah.
I think it's, we don't live at 2 stack. I don't think anyway. So
Yeah.
it like if there is deaths, one of the healers is just gonna die. We have more meat on it than we might.
Yeah, I've been spreading kind of early. Spread is definitely hurted.
I kind of.
Are we able to see if targeted networks on that?
I believe the damage actor is not the boss. It is something else called a Lindschrott.
Oh, me too.
That's a weird name.
Okay. 25 minutes. Let's get as much info as we can. I do think that if we can sneak a player past a mechanic to even see what comes next, that would be insane. But I don't know if we can. It feels like
we probably could.
Yeah.
I can like wall.
Yeah, maybe actually.
Alas, the battle isn't over yet. But don't despair, champion.
Am I crazy that 2 minutes happens very much?
I think this mechanic is gonna be almost boring easy, like once we have solution.
Yeah. Bait spots.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself.
Oh, I'm stupid.
Those tanks up, watch the tanks.
And they're back in
Watch
action.
facing.
Can they turn the tide?
And tanks
Be
move
careful the
through.
tanks.
Some curious props have appeared. What could they possibly be? Against the champion form! This bodes ill. Oh no, they've been felled with a vengeance.
Here, here.
Behind. I'm gonna wall right him.
Under down. Can they recover from this?
And watch the Caspar tanks.
There'll be
This will
stacks
be-
on Yumi and Karis' thing trying to soak those. Never have far,
This-
thanks far.
This is gonna be Cone and the 4. Yeah.
Make sure both Karis and Eyes.
I've got a serious case of deja vu here.
With the way we're doing it, it's going to be very difficult to get through because the deformations are going to just be random spots.
Yeah. I mean, I do have a plan for what we could do.
I have an idea as well. The thing would be if your clones spawn on like Bravo Charlie Delta, take a deformation. Or well, if your clone spawn on Bravo Delta, sorry, take a deformation. And if a clone spawns on Charlie, take nothing. Everyone else.
Would 1
Yeah,
and 2 be cones?
I-
so they're
1 and
fighting away
2
from north?
1 and 2. I would
Well,
say
also the stacks are towers. We'd need to be able to get to them.
yeah. So the way it would work is 1 and 2 would be, I think 1 and 2 would be the stacks, and 3 and 4 would be the cones.
Wouldn't the 3 and 4
What?
cones, like we'd have to dodge
I'm-
after?
I'm thinking
Right.
I'm thinking north clockwise and south clockwise stack clone, the nothing and the dive person, the cleaves, and then defamation.
Yeah.
It's only 1 nothing though, so.
And
does
then
that-
DPS north and support south, because the support south will be south for the tanks. Yeah, it could be me like ranged adjust if we end up doing that. Or me and you flex to the tanks, I mean.
For the time being, let's just have the defamations be bait the east-west people who get the east-west clones bait the defamations, so that way we know. That way we know where the defamations are gonna, and the person who gets Charlie bait like the no tether defamation. So like Delta Bravo get the tethers for defamations, Charlie gets the baited defamation, just so that we know in the second half of the mechanic where they're going to be, and then we can live.
Well, we need to base this off of where the tank that's taking the boss tether is going.
Well, no,
Or
because
their
the person
clone is.
who's taking the boss tether will be the person who gets the alpha clone.
Yeah, I don't think it needs to be a tank.
Yeah.
Um,
So 8 clone
okay.
is equal to boss tether.
And
Yeah. What Nate put in chat basically.
Yeah, that's good. And it's just remember the people with the stacks and the cones are the ones baiting the Proteans from the boss.
A good way to do this, by the way, just to like spread out so that we know, is when you see where you're tethered to with your clone at the start of the mechanic. Like if I'm tethered to Bravo, for example, I would just stand in front of Bravo here. This way,
Yeah.
like you're
You
like
should always just move towards the clone you're tethered to.
yeah. That way you're like know where you are for one, and you're not, and it's not cluttered. And then from there we can go and collect what we need to collect. So we just follow what Nate put in chat for now. Let's get a pull there. Let's go. But we should probably start chain pulling with this idea in mind, just because we have 20 minutes. And once we have like a good bit of info, we can
Alas,
talk
the
about it.
battle isn't over yet. But don't despair, champion.
is that for where your clones are located?
What's that?
What Nate put in chat?
Yeah. So if your cone is located at A,
To immediately kill the stack.
yeah, no, that's fine for now. What I'm saying is we know where the defamations are, so we can have one person.
The
So,
defamations
No.
on that would be BC and probably, or BD and probably Charlie.
yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I'm saying that like we know where the defamations are, so we can live the second part just by like baiting, like having one person soak each stack and living through it.
Behind.
For now, we're just doing this to live through.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself.
There's me, left me to die.
I mean, you were moving very scarily, so I was not sure where you.
Watch aggro, watch his
Back in
spacing.
action. Can they turn the tide?
Designate.
Whew, they're up. What
Okay,
fighting
so remember what we're
spirit?
doing here. Remember the plan here? When you get tethered to a clone, walk to it, so there's no culture at the start.
Some curious props have appeared. What could they possibly be?
Walk to your clone. And then collect what you need to collect based on where your clone
They've
is.
taken on the champion's form. This bodes
You'll be getting the
ill.
defamation one, then I think.
and I am nothing.
Need someone to take the stack from me. Cool.
And they're down. Can they recover from
Okay,
this?
we know where the deformations are now. In the second half is so we can live.
Who knew they've been felled with a vengeance?
And you're just gonna die to
The
the.
only thing is you get bleeds from the stack, which you can't soak because the cones are blocking it.
Well, no, the point is we'd have. They go off at the same time, so the point is we'd have one person sack each. 1, 2. We're just trying to get past the mechanic right now. Like, I'm doing this in a way that we are essentially just having one person sack on one clone and one person sack on 2 clones so that we can have the rest of the players live north for deformation.
We can play again. You can live the dot too if you really have to.
Yeah,
You just keep
this.
people alive.
Yeah, the plan for now is just to let stacks die.
We're talking about the reenactment stacks, to be clear, not the initial ones.
Yeah, the initial stack's fine. The reenactment stacks will die.
Okay, so no. They're making a plan to just see the next mechanic.
Yeah.
I okay. I thought
Yes.
we were like actually trying to solve it.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
basically,
they will do it if they explode, yes.
yeah. So basically, we just have one person soak each of them, and I believe that should hold the bleed off too long. Okay, bait
It's
spots.
like a melee DPS job.
True. Bait spots. Behind.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself.
I'll stay for the Icarus.
Stuff. That's my bad. I thought you were like making an actual solve, and I was like, what are you saying? You're just gonna kill everyone.
Behind.
Behind. And then the tank's out. Yeah, no, this is literally just to see the next mechanic.
Move towards what you're tethered to.
Remember, defense is stack with healers after cones are killed.
What could they possibly be?
But do what your clone spot is telling you to do.
Again, they've taken on the champion's form. This bodes ill.
Karis and Rog will get deformation tethers, I will get no tether. Go to the wall, east, west, and south with the deformations.
I'm dropping the boss just south of Alpha.
And they're down.
So?
Can they recover from this?
Behind.
Who knew they've been felled with a
Explosion
vengeance?
this time.
How did that happen so early?
I think like one of the stack players died, and so we had a stack that was just unsoaked.
Yeah, I died the fucking auto.
Far.
But yeah, the fucking
Yeah. They aren't that big. But the Proteans are happening at the same time, right? So we have to point those away from them.
never up is the what's the bait, right? Well, the cones. So sorry, the cones are coming from the as the Neverath goes off. Alpha Charlie also gets baited, so he's doing the reenactment jump cones from the start.
What we were calling a tank buster, by the way, only did 200k to Yumi. And then there's Scalding Waves, which is the Protean.
Healer Buster.
There's also another thing called Timeless Spite, which did 10 million, but I don't know what that is.
Let's go back there and just try it. If we can even.
Maybe that's the attack. not gold off.
It's a fantastic job cleaning up the first map, by the way. We got like.
Alas, the battle isn't over yet. But don't despair, champion.
It's.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself. Oh no, they've been felled with a vengeance.
Baited.
I think I finally see it for real now.
I think I got lost up there.
Which way are you going, by the way? You keep like going different ways for when it's spread.
Oh, we can
Alas, the battle isn't
figure that
over
one
yet.
out
It
very.
could just be
Don't
group one.
despair, champion.
Go the west spot or like left looking in. But I'm trying to adjust you every time. It's really awkward.
Like we can just do that between us. You just go leftmost looking at the plan.
Yeah, me too, Nate. I just watched it back. They like dashed in front of each other. Yeah, that's something to keep note of, I guess. Camera angle.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself.
Go which it was, yeah.
For a second, right?
Tanks are alive. Watch the facing. And then tanks out. Behind.
They're up. What fighting spirit!
All men once everyone's up.
And they're back in action. Can they turn the tide?
Okay, remember what we're doing first.
Some curious props have appeared. What could they possibly be? Again, they've taken on the champion's form. This bodes ill.
Stop the tower that I shouldn't have done.
Oh,
Rob, you need to go south. Rob, you need to go south.
well, yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not supposed to be.
Can they recover?
We need a prio there.
Someone snapped it to me.
We need a prio because like both defamation people are going to the same one.
Go clockwise.
Felled with a vengeance.
No, I ended up not having a defamation because I.
Oh, no, sorry.
Clockwise does not
sorry.
solve that problem.
Sorry. If you are the south player, you are not getting a defamation tether, you are baiting the distance defamation.
That still does not solve the
Yes.
problem of needing a prio.
No,
Which
still got-
cone person grabs which thing, and which defamation person grabs which thing, and which stack person grabs which thing.
Yeah, just go clockwise from your clone.
Oh, from your clone. Okay.
Yeah, go clockwise from your clone.
That could still not work.
Well, if there's
Like,
one at your clone, you take
what
it.
if I am defamation person here. And what if it's like 1A?
If it's 1A...
We'd have the same one, would be clockwise from both of us.
Oh, good point.
We need some kind of prior there.
We'll make a prior. Yeah.
We can use Isa, but what happened there was people were trying to grab the same tethers because they had the same thing they needed.
Yeah. We'll come up with a prior. We only have 7 minutes left in this lockout anyway, so we might as well get
it's
a pull in.
It's something to discuss for sure.
Yeah, we definitely need a prior. Okay, we only have 6 minutes, let's get a pull in. I'm about to dot the boss.
Alas, the battle isn't over yet. But don't despair, champion.
Yeah. I thought it was weird though that there's a person with nothing.
Eight spots. Behind.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself.
Behind.
And they're back in action. Can they turn the tide? Some curious props have appeared. What could they possibly be? Again, they've taken on the champion's form. This bodes ill.
I need someone to grab this stuff.
Oh no, they've been felled with a vengeance.
I don't think you want him on the wall because of the half. Yeah, because the cleave.
Oh, you're right.
And they're down. Can they recover from this?
Yeah.
Oh, true, yeah.
Want to bait this far?
Yippee! I'll probably get one more in.
Excellent lockout.
I think we just had a defamation person go north. Remember where you're going is based on
But don't despair, champion.
where your clone is.
Eight spots. Behind.
The Lindworm is creating more of itself. Some curious props have appeared. What could they possibly be? Again, they've taken on the champion's form. This bodes ill.
Something works.
No, my bad. That's
Under
It's fine.
down. Can they recover from this?
Behind.
Oh, they're out. What fighting spirit?
It'll be
There's
cones
gonna
on
be a
alpha. Remember to
cone.
point the cones out. Yep.
Yeah. Point the cones out and
Can they turn the tide?
I think we're gonna
far.
die. We need to.
Someone go far. Someone go far. And then
There's gonna be a cone pointing north from south.
I've got a serious case of deja vu here.
sorry. Close. I'm here.
Staying in here until we do defill.
Right.
I'm gonna restart my router while we're on break.
Yeah. It'll take 15 minutes. It was probably gonna be a fairly big fucking talky figure stuff out type situation at the moment. No?
Probably have cones and defamations opposite of each other. Yeah, but we should have like
cone and
cones pointing
defamation
at
opposite.
defamations.
Yeah, that feels really good. And we could
Yeah.
have the stacks resolve last even. Like we could, after
But I-
everything else goes off, we could move into our stack spots, right?
What I have
Yeah.
drawn up right now, the first two cones go off with the first two defams, and then a stack, which will be a full party stack, and then stack and the 4 times cleaves. So it'll be like the melee stack, and then the ranged go far, and do the cones.
Does the nothing person?
So it does just in front of you, so it'll just be in front of your clone always. So
Yeah, and the clones are
Um,
facing in.
that's why we want him to face defamation so that it's already done.
Yeah.
True. True. Yeah, that's true.
I was gonna ask, does the third defam, the one without a tether, does their clone still repeat it?
I assume it does the defam, but we have not seen it.
Okay.
But I don't see. Oh yeah, true, yeah. But here, that's sort of what I was thinking, but in discussion. I want to check the timing on this.
55-ish, but realistically, like, it's probably gonna be a very longish, quote-unquote break.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's worth chatting about this mechanic until we feel like we have a solution that will like definitely work.
Yes.
Yeah, but sorry, I mean, yeah, that makes sense. I guess what I meant was like for actual break stuff, maybe like, would you want to do like 10 or 15? Or you said 15? Or...
Yeah, 15.
Yeah, I think it's just if you need to do anything to it now, and we'll, if anyone misses stuff, we'll talk about it again. I will be right back.
Yeah, I genuinely think, for what it is worth, I'm gonna set up a hotbar that has like a macro in each of the card, like around like a fucking empty spot, and I'm just gonna press the button that corresponds true north to where my guy is, and then follow what my flowchart says. It just depends if it works, is the question, right? This fight's so fucking good, man. Course, and always one of them. It's fantastic.
Hello, I'm back.
Hello.
How do I do the command panel? Where is the option for that?
I believe it is under I don't actually know. I've set them all off and I don't know.
Also, once again, I'm so happy we're doing blind prog, because can you imagine how boring this mechanic would be to prog when you're just doing like the kindred uptime?
Dude, fucking real. This mechanic is so good because like we actually get to solve it. It's just this is one of the coolest Savage mechanics they've ever made, and it's people are gonna sleep on it because it's
This is the
solved
kind of
for them.
thing I wanted them to do in Futures Rewritten with the return. But then they just made
Yeah.
fucking all the worst mechanics ever.
I'm actually Mrs. Ozma. X.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the mechanic after.
We actually cleared while you were AFK, my bad.
Yeah. I was my thing. Someone was talking shit. I had to join that voice chat.
Wait, who was talking shit? What?
Another friend was talking shit about me, so I had to step in and set the record straight.
What the fuck?
Oh.
They weren't actually talking shit.
What the hell? We'll kill him. We'll kill him. Yeah. Off our hands.
All I'm going to say with this mechanic is I don't think it's going to require 8 separate flow charts, because if it did, people
like
would be
free.
talking about this.
No, it's not. It's just gonna be. I'm just doing it because
Like,
of
I
my
figured there'd
brain.
only be like 3 or 4 different things to remember, not 8. Like, because people talk about idyllic dream, they don't talk about reenactment.
Vivian, did you say you're putting together a rape on? Mine, I'm crazy.
I'm fixing one for the first mechanic.
Oh. Alright. We could probably
Man,
I was like
collab.
half putting one together for this mechanic, but I'm also trying to eat, so.
That's fine. I
Man,
also went and grabbed a snack, so no more.
I mean, yeah, that's why I quickly drew out what I was thinking. But
So what, essentially we'd be like northwest, follow the cones around as they go off. Stacks. Is it full party? Can you do full party stacks though? Then again, I guess it didn't give any like vuln, so it does see why you wouldn't.
Oh, did they not get
I am a bit worried about the timing because the range would have to go like towards the north because the defamation cleaves like a bit.
Does the
outside
stack
of
not
the
give a
cone.
long-lasting fire film?
I don't know. I didn't look at that.
So the way you're doing them, Vivian, if what Kaya said is true, is it would be the melee get the first stack, and then no. The cones. I assume you can take the cones if you've taken the stack, right? If not, we have to do the cones first, and then the
Well,
stacks.
the cone doesn't actually hit the person; it's targeting. If anything, you just pointed out.
Yeah.
We're talking about the cones from the boss, the fire ones, not the meat
Oh.
cone.
Might even be a world where you can take 2 mechanics on the same. You can take a cone and something else on the same character, and then leave some completely open. Because I took the defamation and a cone, and I don't think we should do that, but I think that we could potentially do something plus cone. Like stacking
I mean,
cone.
the main thing is you don't want the cone. The main thing is you don't want like the cone across from like the stack or the 4 cleaves. Well, you could, but it's we'd have to learn where to stand. So
I was looking at the bottom. I was looking at the bottom right thing, and I was like, "Oh, what is that?" I realized that's D.
Yeah, sorry. MS Paint, go for
It's like a 4 interesting backwards 4. God.
So there's a stack of a Volna. Can we not do the 2 stacks?
I'm looking, but it's kind of hard to see with the pulse we had.
I can check in a sec. I just wanted to fix our first mechanic diagram.
Think so.
The non-reenactment stack gives a short magic foam, but I don't know about the reenactment one.
Look up a raid plan to make some sort of collaborative effort to figure this out. If people don't hop in.
Oh, maybe. There's the. What if we do the defamations and the cones on the same spot, the same person, opposite of each other, so that they're facing each other, and then we're going to be east-west anyway for those. That would allow us to just stay there for, and then we can have like inner cards. So we're gonna do like north-south as cone plus, or east-west as cone plus defamation, and then we can do
Oh, because you can grab both, right? You can have 2 tethers at once.
yeah, and then the cones would face each other and leave the opposite or the other cardinals open, and as with the defamations, they would make the booba and leave the opposite open. So like we could potentially save a little bit of chaos there.
Maybe.
Unless there is like a penalty we don't know about for taking more than one, but yeah. Like a
I don't know,
code
I
not
feel like
something.
I feel like he just
Yeah.
Oh, that might be what happened to Yumi, because there was a pull where Yumi took a damage instance called like
Frustration or something like cone. Yeah.
the damage instance was Timeless Spite, and Yumi had I think 2 tethers here because they're retargeted.
That would make sense then. Okay. So maybe that is the mechanic that we can't duplicate that.
And I haven't seen Timeless Spite anywhere else. Oh, this pull happened too.
Okay. So yeah, assume that probably can't then.
I imagine it has to be one mechanic per player. Otherwise it would be like
Yeah.
very choosable.
We just give every mechanic to a tank and then they infold.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if it goes through Eden as well. I wonder if there's a rhyme. Do we know if there's a rhyme and reason to how the debuffs spawn on that mechanic yet? Like the which clone starts with which one?
I've not noticed a pattern, but honestly, I also wasn't looking for a pattern. So
Yeah, I guess I'll watch while we're kind of going through other stuff.
What pattern? Sorry.
the tethers
or-
themselves.
Yeah.
Okay. So what are we thinking? Well, there's like a few people. There's a few things being floated around.
Definitely. Oh, they're opposite of each other. Is the pattern.
There's been polls where they're adjacent.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay. So at this poll, they were opposite of each other. But you're probably right.
I don't think there's any rhyme or reason to it, honestly. It feels like a
We have a decent amount of time for that part too, just to like grab what you need.
yeah, we just need to prio is the main thing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I don't have a picked on myself with that. This is just to denote we're in random fucking spots at the start as the time is going. Oh, I'm fucking bad. Did I not give one to? Cool.
You fucking kidding me? It's blank. I just closed the tab. God damn it.
Oh. What are we thinking?
What are you thinking? Didn't you say you had a solve?
I don't think it works thinking about the cones. I gave it more I think I mean, mine was just to put cone and deformation opposite is like a given, right?
I think what I like is I like the stacks being northwest and southeast, such that they are the very last thing that happens after everything else.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
we could
'cause-
still have the cones and deformations opposite and a jump north and a deformation south.
so it would be this person grabs a stack tether.
It might just be what Nate put, right?
Yeah, it's what Nate put. It's just slightly adjusted so that the stacks are the last thing.
Yeah.
Okay, I like that.
Yeah, I don't know how the
Oh.
works, though. I didn't look at a bot or anything.
I think having the stacks last will like alleviate the timing slightly, just because
Yeah.
we're like moving to our final
If
spot.
that pattern, if we did that, the group crossing might have it kind of funny. I don't know how doable that is, but it would be moving counterclockwise. Question mark.
That's why the clone
Would
spawned,
it
by the
be
way.
counterclockwise and clockwise twice, something like that? This is a little weird on the movement. I was hoping to find a pattern where you just keep moving one direction, but I don't know how to map that out right now. The third DFAM kind of fucks that up a lot.
I'm trying to like Make it obvious what's what. Our opponents is not easy to miss. These are the stacks.
South defem that you have there, Nate, is that the non
That'd be the beta.
debuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
I mean, but that's just pushing to make it symmetrical. Like, I really don't know if it's.
I think that works because it would allow us to keep the rotation going, right? Because we could do start north around A and then go.
But Karis wants to swap the cones and the stacks in this, so we'd go counterclockwise first to dodge
Yeah.
cones, and then swing back clockwise twice to go get the stacks.
Could we just sit north? Is there room?
Maybe I was thinking about that. I don't know how big the cones are.
They are. I think we can sit north.
Because if we can do that,
It's just
if
people-
you can just sit north for like 3 ticks, and then just people spread to their clones, that's
And
The only thing is people that are baiting the Proteans would have to like inch back in because they might be baiting it in a cone.
If we can, if we might want to test it. Let me do like a quick whiteboard. I forgot how to do this. There we go. The fuck are these diagrams? If we
Oh, it's just Aether letting.
This is snaking. These are Aether letting. I don't know what the fuck this one is. No, if we did like these two, we would. If we can stay north for double cone, maybe we can do like this, so then we barely have to move for stacks.
Yeah, it's just this stack would be going off. No, the stack and the cone here would be going off at the same time. It would shoot the
yeah, the
stack
stacks.
tower.
Yeah, you're right. I forgot the direction. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, that was the like jank solve to try and see more.
Just
Essentially.
mid through the cone.
Yeah, sure. No.
So,
Okay, so in this case then we'd have southwest and northeast take cones.
my God, my handwriting. Is reenactment downtime or no?
It's uptime.
It's up east.
And I think after he just like follows the tank the whole time, I'm pretty sure.
Also, if this doesn't work, I may have cooked something myself.
So we'd probably want like a melee stack and a range stack, which I think we
the
already.
melee stack would be the
had.
point, I guess. Since that's where the boss
Yeah.
start anyway.
Is it gone at this point?
Also, I would like not worry super hard about making it look pretty. I would just like make the slides we
No.
need.
No, it is. I want to make it. I want to make it as obvious as possible though, as well. Right, like, okay, so then here. Now we know that this person, the defamation would go over here. No, that's not how this works. I'm stupid. I'm actually dumb, dude. I put the wrong people in the wrong thing. Delete slide.
not my brightest moment.
Which one's blue? Which one's the orange?
Yeah, I made the towers blue, and then immediately forgot that I'd made the towers blue.
Well, I was gonna say,
Which
'cause
was
I
not
think
my.
blue. When I think blue, I think defense. So.
Okay, in that case, then I'm gonna do the towers red.
You could just do a stack marker.
It is a stack marker. It's just not very obvious. I'll make it a 4-player.
No, it's a tower. There's an actual stack marker you could use. Or you could do that too.
Yeah, they're not
yeah.
econs. They just hurt a little bit.
Yeah.
You're so right. You're so right, Charisma. That was the dumbest thing I've done in a while. Right. Okay. So then this, and then these players go out to their respective spots.
Okay.
Astro goes to the Astro. Wow.
And we would want like people with cones are always baiting one way, and stack people are always baiting one way. Just like stacks closer to the wall, I guess.
Yeah, stack close to the wall makes sense. No, cones close to the wall makes sense because they're going to need to point those out anyway. And the stacks being close.
That happens a lot after, but it doesn't really matter.
I think having the clones inner makes it easier for the players south to get to the cones quicker. It's the same distance because my stacks are big, but my brain, I don't know. It's up to you guys.
It doesn't matter.
Very true.
Either way works. You just have to pick something.
Yeah, I've picked this. I'm gonna get slightly obvious who's what so that it's you're a cone. You should be on.
What order did you decide on?
Oh, did I decide on what, sorry?
I said, what order did you decide on?
No, I've decided on whatever Nate put in last with the stacks or the bar. Stacks are the last thing, northwest, southeast. Jump and defam. The defams are on the defams and the jumps are on the same spots as we were doing. It's just basically having the cones opposite each other and the stacks opposite each other. We have multiple things now. So then I'm only gonna have these towers on this slide just to make it obvious like who goes where. And then I'll do this. And boss jumps.
Yes, Snow's thing looks feasible too.
Look at the defams. Look at like this.
They're pretty big.
Like half arena, if you're on the wall. They're fairly large.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's like this.
Yeah. Yeah, so the tanks
Wait.
would have a little bit of room to bait the Nether Wrath there as well. If the rest of us are just on the target circle for cones.
Cones, they're very thin cones, luckily. We have multiple raid plans to test out though, this is good, because yippee, yay, yippee. Okay, cones and defams go off and boss jumps into stacks here. So this person joins here, this person joins here, this person joins here, this person joins here. And then these people can just split like this. No players have to make sure to point their cones out. Stacks go off here and here. And it's a rewind time.
Um. Since this would be like if it's near.
Oh, well, but the problem is if it's near and the jumps on alpha, that does do an out as well with the.
Fuck, you're right. Actually, yeah. If it's near, we can't do jump first.
Yeah, that's why I put a cone.
The deformations are absolutely massive snow. Ah, fuck, you're right. Actually, yeah, we can't do because of near forces jump to be not first. Back to the drawing board.
Like mine in this picture, Snow is going through the center of the arena. So it's, if I was standing directly center, it would be the same size as the arena.
We could do jump and stack at the same time, and then stack and Jesus Christ, this is a pain. So it would have to be the ordering. Then would have to be like cone, defam,
Oh god, now it's stupid. Why is it
John.
fucking out, dude?
stack.
Oh god.
Wait, so what is the thing that is the problem?
The problem
If
is
they tank
the jump from the boss does an out on the size of his hitbox. So
the baited jump, yeah.
It's really small.
But the problem is
It's not.
if he does tanks near.
It does never far near. Actually, no, it should be fine because you just put one person under the boss, and then everyone else kind of like here, and it would be baited.
It's also the boss the cones are not coming from the actual boss. They're coming from a reenactment. The actual boss is a different spot.
But isn't the clone also going to be blowing up? Because like I'm not talking about the Nether Wrath out. When the boss does the tether jump to the player, that does an out alongside the cones. It's at the same time. Because there were a few,
The actual
last
boss
poll,
isn't jumping though.
like a last poll, I think Snow got jumped on, and I was inside of his hitbox, and I got hit by two things: the jump and my cone.
What is it? If it's near,
But I don't see why it's a problem if the boss jumping is a reenactment. The actual boss is not the one jumping.
I guess I just don't know if the clone's gonna blow up again or not. I don't know.
yeah. But the problem is like if the boss we've pulled up north is here, there's gonna be a near. Someone's gonna have to bait near and the other and also bait cone, and we'll die. I'm pretty sure, right?
I mean, one tank. I mean,
Could we not
yeah,
just
if
have the
we
boss
do,
in
if
a
we do
different
the four
spot?
cones like along the wall, one tank can be like the closest directly north, and one tank can be.
We can't have the-
directly south.
We can't have the boss at a different spot, the one we pull, because it's based on where it jumps to.
Well, I know that's
He
what I'm
doesn't-
saying. That's what I'm saying. Like still stack
The boss jumping is not the real boss. It is a reenactment.
No. Sorry. No. The first time the boss jumps in the
He
mechanic
starts
to the
following
tethered
after
player,
that. He starts following the thing.
he doesn't. He plants.
He definitely
can't
starts
move
following,
it.
I think, at some point. It's
You can't-
either like
I'm
while
almost
these
certain.
reenactments are happening, he is following, I think.
I'm
But
almost
someone is
certain.
getting autoed. We died to
but
autos
that's
here
not
one
my
time.
concern. So like,
Mm.
yeah, that's not my concern anyway. So it's like the stored jump from the stored tether jump has an out. So the clone
Yes.
is also going to have an out. Like that clone in alpha will have an out as well. And if the boss is on top of that clone, I don't know how we can bait near. Without
We could just
being
move the
near.
boss differently.
But the
Maybe.
boss is.
We'll see.
But I thought the boss doesn't move until after he jumps.
Watch, he's autoing right now. He's facing. He's facing the tank and moving around.
So we want.
So we'd have to-
So we want to bring the boss back center.
Yeah, we want to pull the boss mid then.
So then far would be tanks on the north wall, and mid would just be mid. Or
So after he
not
jumps, like-
exactly mid, but like a little bit south.
After he jumps like this, we need to pull the boss back to middle. Well then, what if both tanks have a cone?
So
That's doable actually, because I can just pull it mid and look out.
Also, these might not be tank busters. I think we're getting really fixated
no, no.
on these are tank
I
busters.
know.
They do like 200k damage to a healer.
No,
the
no,
near
sorry,
bar is
sorry.
a problem no matter who baits it. Like it's not necessarily.
Sorry, when I said tanks have cones, I meant like how they won't be able to pull the boss middle and bait their cone out and look their cone out at the same time, but they will. So as well.
There's time.
We pull the boss down this way after, basically. So the boss jumps, make sure we pull it middle. Just add an extra slide in, just to make it really obvious that we have to pull it mid.
We could have like people who were defams in the first set bait the near far.
Yeah.
So I still forget. Netherwrath, is he jumping to a player or is he just shooting cones at them?
He's just, they're not cones, they're just circles that he like
Just
blasts on
circles, okay.
people.
And is it 2 or is it just 1?
It's 2.
So we have these people bait this, the cones, as this deformation self goes off. Which is like, if it matches this one here.
Can we try? Can we try?
A quick out on top of that Astro, because it does do an AoE as well.
It's pretty tiny though. Can we try doing partners for Netherwrath? Because I think it's a little weird that we have 4 people doing these cones and then 4 people doing nothing. And it did 200k damage to a healer, which is about what a partner stack would do.
Yeah, you're right, actually. Yeah, that's a fair point.
It's just you need...
So do we want melees baiting the clone and range baiting the boss? Like how do we want? Or no, melee the boss, range on clone.
I want to make
Yeah.
2 slides. I want to make 2 slides for this part. Near and far slide. So for the near slide, we'd have like at this point anyone can do anything, so we could literally just have.
Actually, yeah, at this point in the mechanic, we aren't really tied to doing anything specific anymore.
Yeah,
So
we would want range like fanning out on the north wall to bait the clone. Well, but if it's far, I don't know.
Well, the range could take a step in after the chariot. I think there's time. I'd have to look again.
So we just do this for the near baits, assuming that these are like, just make sure you don't clip each other obviously, but like assuming that these are partner stacks, just like one on the hitbox, one at max melee, and same over here.
Turns back, maybe.
True. Long live the king.
I keep accidentally making new slides. And then if it's far, we just. If it's near, we have melee bait. If it's far, we have range bait, right?
Not necessarily.
Okay.
Yeah,
My only thing was
if
far
it's
off, though.
far, melees are probably going to lose uppies anyway, because they'll either have to bait the clone or the far.
True, actually, yeah.
Does the
so-
boss need to be fully center here? Is that making
if
this
we want-
worse?
Well, it would have to be somewhere that near could be baited, so it could be like here.
I think that means that melees could always be the nearest or furthest. The range would just have to like take a step in. So let me look at the timing here, because I think we might be like omega overcomplicating this.
I think they go off at the same time.
Reenactment starts.
What if we
Just
just do
asking
a
about
stack there
fire.
instead of a instead of doing the jump? Could we do a stack instead? And then have the jump later.
In that case, we'd have to have the jump at the same time as a stack. And the people who haven't taken us.
Like, it's doable, but I feel like that adds a lot to the mental load of trying to remember what's where.
Well, if you'd probably have an echo macro made anyway, right?
Yes, but we could solve anything with just 8 echo macros. I don't know. I mean, like it's doable for sure. But
Yeah,
I'm an ultimate player. 8 echo macros is the norm.
I don't really mind that. I guess.
mean, like,
Yeah, it's more like
if the out isn't that big, we can just get it lost planted, like on the clone.
Let me share my screen because I think we're missing something here. So he's casting Netheroth Far. Sun and Prism are going out. The Chariot happens here. We get a damage down from it. But watch where these cones go. Why is this going at Zen?
It's going to the 4 furthest. One of Vivian's not getting shot.
is it
It is Prism.
Is it the first?
is it the same people that it hit the first time?
Probably.
Let's see.
That would make sense.
Wait, I'm sorry. Go back. Let's see who it actually hit. It was Zen.
No, let's see who hits the first time.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm really
So
curious.
this is the first one. We have Zen, Nate, Vivian, Snow.
That sounds like a match instead of.
No, because Vivian didn't get hit second time. What the fuck?
Vivian is good at
Was
magic
Vivian
one.
actually targeted?
Yeah, I think Vivian is placing it.
Oh yeah, no, you're right. Holy shit.
Yeah, Vivian has the boss tether.
Wait,
so it's,
yeah.
It's Nate, Snow, Yumi, Zen. And then here, reenactment.
It's Nate Snow UV Zen. Oh shit, dude, I hate this mechanic.
Netheroth Far.
I guess
Okay,
that makes sense
that's
if he's
fun.
directly reenacting it. Yeah.
Nate, Snow, Yumi,
Yeah,
Zen.
okay.
Okay, cool.
But let's
Okay.
see Netherrath it. Where's he going with that?
It's still just
So-
hit the 2 for this people.
I'm gonna
The
share my
boss
screen.
himself didn't move, so it is just target. Okay.
I'm gonna share my screen. Hang on, let me think.
Someone else take over Thorwin.
Jump. Let me look at the distance of this one more time before I show this. Nope, that's not the pull.
So it has to be the deformations in the jump player that beats the far line. The near far. Which I feel like is actually partner stuff, which would make a lot of sense.
So cones and stacks are baiting the cones.
So then, if that's the case, if that is the case, it does
Okay.
feel like they intend you to do jump and jump first.
Yeah, so cones and stacks bait cones, defams and the leftover bait the Netherrath. Okay.
My screen before I make a plan out of this.
And the plan would just
Um,
be the tethers together and the other thing.
This is really ugly. This is supposed to be south. So if we're right about it being a partner stack, if we have the healers and range DPS go out, they'll take the far or close. That gives a 6-second vuln.
But we
I
can't.
think the stack also gives a vuln.
If we're doing the jump first, we
Well, Vivian's not doing the jump first.
I'm not
Oh.
doing the jump first. I do not see it possible being jump first, honestly. So, because of the vuln timings, if we have the healers and range DPS do the first thing, they can take this jump. Melees will
But the jump's
do this
baited
stack,
by
The jump is
and then they'll
forced.
go over.
Yeah, the jump is forced. We just found out. The jump will target the same 4 players it targeted the first time.
It's also, how long is the vuln from both the stacks and the jump? Because it might just be the jump has to be first and the stacks have to be last.
Yeah, because like the thing is
I-
the jump has to be first. I think their intention, if the near water far near is, or the near whatever far near is partners, is that they would have that at the same time as the cones.
Yeah, because that way all 8 players are doing a mechanic instead of.
Yeah.
But of course, that's kind of like a cheating, like this is how game design works sort of solution.
I mean,
Well,
that's
Like,
fair
it's not
though.
cheating, but it's like.
So you guys are saying the cones go on the same people?
Yeah, they go on the
Yes.
same people that were talking.
They do not.
Yes, they do.
What did
Definitely
I?
do.
They definitely do.
I can stream it again. That's what I was just showing a second ago. Watch. I think this is the right ball. It's okay.
So
So this is the first set. You have the boss tether. It jumps on you, then cleaves Zen, Yumi, Nate, and Snow. And then later, when he does reenactment, I am closer than Zen here. Netherrath far. The cones are going towards Zen, Yumi, Nate, Snow.
Bones are about 5.
And everyone was alive before this point also, so it's not like retargeting.
Have we seen a mechanic through all 4 clones? Because Frog said they're about 6-second clones. Like I don't know how many clones that gets us through.
Yeah, there's
I'm-
6
I'm
seconds,
up-
so you have to leave a space between,
Just
which is why I came up with mine. So
But the only things that are giving us phones are stacks and the jump. Those are the only like mechanics that we're forced to get hit by.
Yeah, I still haven't. I'm trying to find a pool where I can see if the stack debuffs are the same. The stack bones are the same length.
I think
You
we
can check
might
the-
not
you can
have
check
had
the first
one.
half rather than the reenactment. I assume it'd be the same.
Yeah, I don't know if we ever actually like properly soaked the reenactment towers.
I would assume. they
Yeah,
would, 'cause
I would imagine it's probably handled the same way, but Jack goes out here. It's also about the same time, yeah. 5, 6 seconds.
6 or 7 maybe.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa,
Nah.
whoa.
Well,
Sorry, my mistake.
Okay. I have a prio for how. I simply just have it so that the east-west defers always bait. The people who did the east-west deformations will always bait the near far, and then the person who baited the jump joins the west person, and the person who baited the south deformation joins the east person. That way, like everyone, there's just a prio for it. And then, baiting near, you just bait on the boss's hitbox. Baiting far, you bait on these diamonds. You bait on the tip of these diamonds because I don't think they get hit by the south deformation. So this is like clone 1 goes off. The rest of this is was a lot less intimidating. I'm going to go ahead and delete the.
Should we just keep the boss on the clone? And if the 4 clone people are just up against the wall, they're not going to bait the near.
I mean, yeah. Like, look, I have it moved south slightly.
I think the
Yeah, I saw that,
concern.
but yeah, that'd be kind of up to the tanks to they want to do that.
I think the concern is just if the near baiting people are getting hit by chariot. I think this makes it less likely that they'll get clipped.
Okay.
Yeah. So clone 2s are. What the fuck are clone 2s again?
It
Oh.
should be defamation and cone.
No.
What else would it be? Those are the only mechanics we have left. It would be a defamation and cone.
It's stacking. Wait. It's both cones. These two.
If the stack was second, we would be dead.
No. It's just two cones.
Yeah,
Sorry, I completely
have,
forgot.
cone, defam, stack. So we can hopefully just chill out north after we do the jumpies.
Clone 2, and then these two are gonna be cones.
And then we do after the defam.
I'm almost certain they're like this.
Yeah, I
It's
don't know
about
how
the
big they
same.
are. Is the thing.
Does anyone have like? If anyone could scour the footage and see if we can just see how big a cone is.
I'm
Play it.
finding it.
Boss.
I think they might be similar to the ones in the first mechanic, luckily, but I think like this essentially.
No, I think they were a little wider than the Scourge.
They're like 45-degree cones, that might.
Flip through.
Whoa.
So you can't see it fully from this angle because it's like they're facing out of the arena, but it's fairly wide. Let me try and find a better pole.
They're like 45-degree cones to me. I'm gonna go with the 45-degree, the 45-degree brain power. It looks like it would. It looks like it'd take half of a quarter of the arena.
Okay, here's another.
My only concern with always staying north like this is if people actually have time to make it to the southeast stack.
They think they will if you like cheating, and we just have range go far. Right.
I think it'd be really tight. I think it is worth trying to find a better way to do this. And I think the better way is having stacks and defams opposite. So that like on the cone side, or not stacks and defams, sorry, defams and cones. So that on the cone side we have a lot of room and like can be like, yeah, if the paladin here was the defam, we would have like all this room northeast here to make our
That's what
movements.
my solve was doing, was putting defams and cones opposite of each other.
So we'd have defam. So essentially we'd just change it so we'd just change it. No, so we just change it so that the defams are south, southwest, and west.
It would be it would be southwest, southeast, right?
Yeah, sorry,
Or no,
south,
'cause
southeast.
southeast. Sorry, southeast has to be the stack. Sorry.
Yeah, southeast has to be the stack. Yeah, no, I have. Okay, I'm following. I'm gonna just do it real quick. So instead of piloting it in cone, well, now the issue becomes. Oh no, it doesn't. Well, now the issue would become that essentially, whoever's southwest gets the death bomb and goes east then. So in this case, it's like this. And then gets the death arm and goes east, and then these two swap essentially. And then these two, I need to pull these out a little bit so that I show that the circle exists. And then whoever has the boss, I should just pull it slightly mid, and then it would be this swap happens. Then it would be this swap happens. Sorry, I'm just trying to fucking redo the entire thing. Because I do prefer this soul a lot. It just gives a lot more room. And then, so here now, it would be a defamation instead. And a cone going This way. Huh. Um. Go northeast plus.
Well, who wants to take first cone then? Or first stack then?
Well,
Oh, no, the stacks will be together. The stacks will be together. Because like now the second set is going to be deformation plus cone. Deformation west plus cone
We
east.
could also. Is it easier to have it be third set is the stack and then it's another deformation cone after?
Yeah, that's what I would do if possible.
That is also how I made my raid plan.
Yeah.
I would suggest maybe looking at my raid plan if you haven't.
Because like yeah,
Hey, but-
having one cone be northeast and one cone be east, like that's just getting.
It's not got like everything, but it's about how I think it would go.
Yeah, so
And then you just.
be honest,
let
my
it
only
go.
worry with this is the timing on these, but
The timing on what? I feel like
The
this
cut-
is easier timing than.
no, sorry.
we were showing before.
If we can do the cone and stack that close.
We definitely can. That's an easier movement than what you were suggesting earlier.
No, sorry. If we can do the jump into the stacks with that amount of time between
It wouldn't be. It would be jump, deformation
Yeah.
plus cone, stacks, deformation plus cone.
But does that resolve, or does the vuln last until the fourth set?
The vuln, it has to be. There has to be one set of buffer, which is what the deformation plus cone is.
Perfect. Yeah. I was just making sure. In that case, so we do stacks east-west for clone 3. I will redo the raid plan in a second. We just have ranged east.
This is getting fun. Like, because now the first set is just getting exponentially harder because you have to like fucking.
No,
I don't
mean,
think it's that much harder.
it's not that
Yeah,
bad.
but
So you just
and now
essentially.
I feel like we're getting to the point where we need 8 macros, and it's like okay.
I don't even think that's true. It's just
so
the deformations are always the 3 southmost clones, and it's just if you're west or east, you go to those spots in the first set.
yeah, I don't even
It's
know
not
if they
very
necessarily need to be
southmost.
macros. You can just make them just put a like a diagram of macros on your screen. You don't even have to click them. Just like look at it.
God, a diagram.
I don't even think
don't
you
think
need
you
that.
need
I think
macros.
we're way overcomplicating this.
Yeah, just like look at your.
So like, where are we placing
Like this-
everything on? We're still doing slide 5 for the first staging.
I don't know what you mean by slide 5.
When
I-
people get to it.
All I meant by that was the same thing that Yumi posted earlier, like the ring of crystals. You can just like make each color crystal a
Can you
different
click
thing.
slide 5, Yumi?
Oh
We-
my God.
No, this is not that bad.
It's
I
not.
think
This is
you're stressing yourself out way too.
Yeah,
it's
I
really
don't
not
think
bad.
it's
stressing
that bad.
myself out over the fucking staging, like the first half, not the.
No, the first set. Yeah, the first set is easy. It's literally just here. The paladin, the ninja, and the scholar are all deformations, right? So the paladin knows they're going west with their deformation.
I feel like that's too close to each other. They're gonna blow each
No,
other
you
But
don't
they-
have to bait them
they-
on your clone.
Yeah, you don't have to be
Oh
on
my
your
fucking
clone.
God, that's-
No, it's not hard. It's literally just if
For
you are the
I
southwest
guess,
one,
dude,
you go
I
west.
know.
Just
I feel like it's easy.
come into it with an open mind because right now you're doing it with a closed mind. Like I think it's gonna be a lot easier than you think it.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay, so it's
Here,
just
what-
if you are the southwest
Like-
one, you're going west. If you're southeast, you're going east. That's it.
Well, I just put in the discussion. If you are west, you're just a little southwest of D, and if you're east,
You don't
you're
even
just
have to
little
be like a little
southeast of D.
southwest of D. You could be literally on the cardinal, and it's fine.
Yeah.
It's just if your clone is south, you're a deformation. If it's west, you're going west with your deformation. If it's east, you're going east with your deformation. If it's directly south, you're staying south. Does that make sense?
No, I get it. I'm just a fucking idiot. That's the problem.
You're not.
You can do it.
I believe in the gamer.
You've been doing callouts this whole time. I don't think you're an idiot.
I'm sorry. I need to mute again. I'm stressing myself out.
Over the same let's go. This until this with Paladin, Baitin, and joins west, South joins east, joins the west. I'm fucking stupid and did that backwards. Kiki. Joins west. Oh, look at these. What am I doing? Indicators on my screen that tell me how to solve this mechanic. That tell me what goes where. And I'm tapping back between fucking slides. I'm stupid. You go there, you go there, you go there, you go there. And then...
And the only part of this that I think is hard to remember is that the jump person and the nothing person, like which way they go. But I think once we do it a few times, it'll be easier.
The way I had it in my plan was that the nothing person takes the left stack and the jump person takes the right.
Well, just let's see.
Either way works. It's just like you're gonna have to remember it because it's not inherently intuitive.
We can just have ranged east and melee west, right? For the stacks.
We're talking about the
first.
At least I'm talking about Netherrath is what I'm referring to.
No, sorry, I wasn't talking about you guys. I was just saying there's no reason this wouldn't work for the stacks.
This works fine, yeah, and this is how it should be because the boss is following the tanks.
Yeah. So the boss will be
an experience, that's for sure.
5 in here. And then finally, the last set of clones, clone 4, is Defa southeast, Cone northwest. So these players go up here. These players also go like up here behind the cone. Boss will go and I think this solve works. I will use this slide as a cheat sheet. So this person is going to be Defa, Bait.
The only thing we're gonna need is we're gonna need to have some kind of prio for who grabs which tether. I think it can just be like if you're the west defamation here, you would go counterclockwise. If you're the east one, you go clockwise until you find your guy. From north, that is. You look north and then snake prio it.
Yeah.
And that works for all of them. Like if you are any debuff on the east side, you would be going clockwise from north to find your tether. If you're any debuff on the west side, you're going counterclockwise from northeast to find your tether. Or northwest, sorry.
Big prios for the snake boss.
True.
Okay, I think this is a fair cheat sheet.
Yeah, this is good.
I
didn't really need to put that stuff in tethers, and I think it makes it obvious. It's obvious from switch. Tether Prio. East version gets tether. East player gets northwest. It's north clockwise. Tether west gets northwest. Clockwise tether. So then I need to double check. So realistically, that would be this, and this is correct. That and that is also correct, and technically that is correct, which is disgusting.
Yeah, but that is why there needs to be a prio for situations like that.
Yeah.
We also maybe do some sort of thing where we call like groups of people in at a time. So like we can do like
There's not enough time
you know,
potentially. Though.
cones, get your tethers.
Yeah, I think it'll be easy just to have people grab what they need.
Yeah.
And we want specific people baiting here, right? It's the stack and the cone people are baiting, and the stacks are closer to the wall. Did you ever decide that?
It should be cones bait closer to wall.
Okay.
Stacks bait east west. Jump cones.
And just making sure you're not in the chariot.
Cone towers stacks bait east to west. How am I just green actually? So as long as there's two different. Careful with chariot. I think this is a solve.
There's no reason that this doesn't work in my mind.
Yeah.
And it feels fairly intuitive and pretty easy.
Yeah. I'm going to highly recommend